Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we will learn about the explosive drama unfolding in Salem as Gabi Hernandez's daring espionage takes a dangerous turn, planting a hidden bug right in Phillip Kiriakis's private bedroom after her narrow escape with a bugging pen in Titan's bustling office. This bold move by the cunning fashion designer sets the stage for a whirlwind of betrayal and passion during the week of October 13th to 17th. Where secrets could shatter alliances and ignite fiery confrontations among the Kiriakis clan. Viewers are on the edge of their seats, wondering if Gabi's risky scheme to uncover dirt on her lovers will backfire spectacularly, especially as she juggles a steamy reconnection with Phillip that blurs the lines between deception and genuine desire. As whispers of blackmail swirl through the mansion's shadowed halls, one shocking revelation overheard via her device could give Gabi the ultimate leverage over Xander and Phillip, forcing fans to question. Will Sarah Horton Kiriaki stumble upon this bombshell through her unlikely confidant? And what exactly does Gabi crave in this high-stakes game of corporate conquest and personal vendetta? In the dimly lit confines of Phillip's opulent bedroom, Gabi executes her audacious plan with the precision of a master spy, slipping the tiny listening device beneath the edge of his antique nightstand after the heart-pounding incident at Titan headquarters. Earlier that week, security had nearly caught her red-handed with the disguised bugging pen tucked into her designer handbag during a routine sweep of the executive suites, where she posed as a routine visitor finalizing a collaboration deal. Heart-racing, Gabi had feigned innocence, charming her way out with a flirtatious smile and a fabricated story about misplaced office supplies. But the close call only fueled her determination to dig deeper into the Kiriakis brothers' guarded world. Now, hidden in the intimacy of Phillip's sanctuary, a room adorned with family heirlooms and overlooking the sprawling Kiriakis estate, the bug hums silently, poised to capture every murmured conversation and clandestine deal that could topple empires. Gabi's motivations run deep. She's not just meddling for thrills, but to reclaim power for her ally, Tony DiMera, who seeks to wrest control of DiMera Enterprises from the brothers' iron grip on Titan's merger. Yet, as she activates the feed from her secure laptop in a nearby safe house, the weight of her double life presses in, hinting at the emotional toll this espionage might exact on her budding romance. As the audio crackles to life, Gabi uncovers a bombshell secret that sends chills down her spine. A hushed argument between Xander and Phillip reveals Phillip's elaborate forgery of a pivotal inheritance letter from the late Victor Kiriakis, a deception that invalidates his entire claim to Titan's throne and exposes Xander's complicity in covering it up to maintain family unity. Phillip's voice, laced with desperation, confesses how he altered the document in a late-night frenzy at the estate's study, using faded stationery and Victor's own signature scrawled from memory, all to outmaneuver his cousin and secure his legacy amid the family's fractured loyalties. Xander, ever the pragmatic enforcer, admits to burying evidence of the assault he unleashed on Phillip in a fit of rage. A brutal beating disguised as an anonymous attack that nearly ended his brother's life, kept secret to avoid scandalous headlines and legal entanglements. This dual revelation paints the brothers as vulnerable co-conspirators, their brotherhood forged in lies rather than blood, and Gabi realizes she holds dynamite in her hands, perfect ammunition to blackmail them into yielding Titan's reins to Tony's ambitious vision. With this intel, Gabi envisions a triumphant return to DiMera's boardroom, where she could demand equity shares, creative control over fashion lines, or even Phillip's unwavering loyalty as payment for her silence. But the discovery stirs unexpected pangs of conflict within her. Phillip's vulnerability humanizes him, making the betrayal feel sharper than anticipated. Gabi's ambitions are crystal clear in this tangled web. She wants unyielding dominance in Salem's cutthroat business scene, leveraging her Hernandez grit and DiMera cunning to build an empire that honors her late brother's legacy while securing her own future against the Kiriakis machine. From her modest beginnings in the fashion world, Gabi has always clawed her way up, viewing Titan as a glittering prize that could fund innovative designs and shield her from the constant threats of rivals like Kristen DiMera. Tony has promised her a vice presidency in exchange for this intel, a role where she could infuse Titan's sterile corporate image with bold, street-smart aesthetics drawn from her Mad World successes. Yet, her desires extend beyond boardrooms. Gabi craves the thrill of outsmarting the elite, proving that a woman from the wrong side of the tracks can topple kings like Xander and Phillip without firing a shot. This blackmail plot isn't mere revenge. It's her ticket to financial independence, allowing her to support her son Ari's education and expand her influence into Hollywood costume design, far from Salem's suffocating drama. Still, as recordings pile up with intimate details of the brothers' fears and feuds, Gabi grapples with the moral cost, wondering if wielding this secret will isolate her forever or forge unbreakable alliances. The intrigue intensifies as Gabi and Phillip tumble back into bed, their passionate encounter in his silk-sheeted haven sparking a blaze of drama that threatens to consume their fragile connection during the pivotal October 13th to 17th episodes. What begins as a calculated seduction, Gabi tracing her fingers along Phillip's tense shoulders after a lavish dinner at the Kiriaki's mansion, evolves into something raw and unforeseen, their bodies entwining under the moonlight filtering through velvet curtains. Phillip, with his brooding intensity and old-world charm, pulls Gabi closer, whispering vulnerabilities about his strained family ties, unaware that her hidden bug captures every gasp and murmur for potential leverage. This reunion isn't just physical. It's laced with emotional undercurrents, as Gabi finds herself lingering in his embrace, her tough exterior cracking under the warmth of his unexpected tenderness. Yet, the specter of her earlier bugging escapade in Xander's office looms large, where she had planted the initial device in an ornate pen on his desk, eavesdropping on merger talks that first hinted at the forgery scandal. Now, with the bedroom bug amplifying the risks, Gabi treads a razor's edge, her heart pounding each time Phillip's phone buzzes with Titan alerts, fearing one wrong word could unravel her facade. As their bond deepens through stolen moments, like a midnight drive along the Salem waterfront where Phillip opens up about his father's ghost haunting his decisions, Gabi senses herself teetering toward real affection, a complication she never bargained for in this espionage-fueled romance. She had initiated their fling with cold calculation, aiming to infiltrate the Kiriaki's inner circle on Tony's behalf, using flirtation as a key to unlock secrets rather than a path to love. But Phillip's genuine laugh during a shared bottle of vintage scotch, or the way he defends her against snide comments at a family gala, chips away at her resolve, planting seeds of doubt about betraying him with the damning audio files. This budding couple's chemistry, electric yet precarious, could erupt into chaos if Phillip stumbles upon the bug during a routine tidying of his room, perhaps mistaking it for a lost earring and tracing it back to her laptop's signal. Fans speculate that Gabi's growing feelings might prompt her to destroy the evidence, choosing passion over power, but her history of ruthless ambition suggests she'll press forward, even if it means shattering Phillip's trust in a devastating confrontation. The drama peaks when a late-night pillow talk veers into business confessions, feeding Gabi's device more blackmail gold, forcing her to confront whether love can coexist with her hunger for control. Meanwhile, across town in a sleek therapy office bathed in soft lamplight, Xander and Sarah embark on their inaugural couples session, a bid for reconciliation that teeters on the brink of catastrophe as Xander's buried guilt simmers beneath the surface. Sarah, radiant in a tailored blouse that hugs her frame, arrives optimistic, her hand intertwined with Xander's as they discuss rebuilding their fractured bond after months of icy standoffs triggered by the Phillip assault mystery. Their recent reconnection has been a whirlwind of rediscovered intimacy, stolen kisses in the hospital corridors and tender evenings caring for baby Victoria, rekindling the spark that first drew them together amid Salem's chaos. Yet, Xander's demeanor betrays his inner turmoil. His jaw clenches as the therapist probes deeper into trust issues, his mind flashing to the night he cornered Phillip in a darkened alley, unleashing a flurry of blows fueled by betrayal over the forged letter and Titan's takeover. Sarah's belief in his innocence, stemming from manipulated alibis and Phillip's own denials, had paved the way for their reunion. But now, under the session's unforgiving scrutiny, Xander sweats profusely, fabricating stories about his anger management progress while fearing a slip could expose the savage truth. The therapy unfolds like a ticking bomb, with Sarah sharing her vulnerabilities about past deceptions, like the baby switch scandal that once tore them apart, hoping to foster openness in their renewed commitment. Xander nods along, but his responses grow clipped, his Scottish brogue thickening with anxiety as visions of Philip's bloodied face haunt him. A secret assault he justified as protecting his family's legacy, but now regrets in the face of Sarah's unwavering faith. Inventing new layers to their dialogue, the session delves into hypothetical scenarios. What if old lies resurfaced, like whispers of corporate fraud or hidden aggressions? Xander deflects with humor, but Sarah senses his evasion, her medical intuition picking up on his elevated pulse and averted gaze. This excitement for reconnection, envisioning family vacations and shared parenting milestones, clashes violently with Xander's dread, potentially erupting into an unhealthy explosion where he storms out or lashes verbally, shattering the fragile progress they've made. As the hour winds down, Sarah proposes follow-up exercises, like journaling shared dreams, oblivious to how Gabi's impending blackmail could intersect, perhaps prompting her to confide in Sarah about the brother's sins and unravel the therapy's delicate threads. The question lingers heavily. Will Sarah unearth Xander's dark secret through Gabi, whose divided loyalties might lead her to whisper warnings during a chance encounter at the town square cafe? Gabi, torn between her scheme and an emerging conscience, could approach Sarah under the guise of friendly advice, hinting at the assault and forgery without revealing her bugging role, driven by a desire to protect Phillip or sabotage Xander's happiness. Sarah, ever the empathetic doctor, might press for details, her suspicion reignited and leading to a private interrogation that exposes cracks in Xander's alibi, potentially derailing their therapy and reigniting custody battles over Victoria. If Gabi spills the beans, it could forge an unlikely alliance between the women, united against Kiriaki's deceit, or backfire by alerting Xander to the bedroom bug and sparking a vengeful hunt. Viewers will be glued to their screens as these threads intertwine, with Gabi's wants, power, love, or redemption, dictating whether Sarah becomes the unwitting harbinger of truth or the catalyst for even greater lies. Tune in to Peacock all week to witness if Gabi's gambit pays off or plunges Salem into irreversible turmoil.